Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready, set.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Come back in.
On first down, it's Smith.
And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Deputy Ranger. 60
Throwing now is Geno. His throw incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Smith.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Play action. It's Smith. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Ready? 19 tight.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Smith. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Riley Harrison.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Now, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Ready?
Now here's a quick throw to Handler on the edge.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket.
And that would off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
run. Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He hits Adams complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Come on.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Smith. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Raiders nothing. Matt Gay is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Matt Gay on 4 points.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
On 1st down, Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last I've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.